The White House finally ditching the coastal elites for the day. They're heading out to Steel City to tout none other than themselves.
And while they've been told they have a massive messaging problem when it comes to the president's agenda, something tells us this gal is part of the problem, not the solution.
Clean water. Clean water. Can you believe that in the United States of America, that is still not necessarily guaranteed to all people to access clean water? That right is under threat for a variety of reasons. One being, of course, when we think about the climate crisis, think about that.
We'll give them credit for one thing. Clean water should be accessible, but it doesn't outweigh the fact that they've been pushing their progressive agenda and ignoring what Americans truly care about.
Here to discuss, Fox News contributor Charlie Hurt. This was punishment for her that they sent her to Pittsburgh because somebody in the White House said, no. Biden, we're not drawing attention to East Palestine. That's just too close. We got to send her to talk about water, which is not a problem, which nobody cares about because we've screwed up virtually everything else in the United States of America.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. If you have a job, you can buy water is sort of the problem here with this whole thing. But you put your finger on the thing that is so enraging about. She talks to people like they're children, talks to everybody, voters, like they're children, and treats them like idiots. And of course, these people are smarter than her, so they see through it.
Clean water.
No, I think sorry to interrupt you. I just think she's a Valley girl, even though she's not from the San Fernando Valley. She's from California, and so she kind of talks like this, like water. Go ahead.
No, what I was going to say was, Charlie, and get your take on it. They've spent trillions of dollars. And the undertone of her comments are, this is Republicans' fault. They don't care about your clean water. You spent trillions. If it's such a problem, clean water, you should have spent a couple million, and they started to, but a couple million on getting in new pipes and making sure people have clean water.
Or spending money on infrastructure in the United States as opposed to all their other
charging stations. Yeah,
and it doesn't do. And then at the end of the day, even after they've spent all the money on these things, an electric vehicle that they put all of these subsidies into burns more coal than all of my diesel tractors and trucks combined. If you get any of your energy to charge your stupid or whatever electric vehicle through coal, it's burning more coal than my diesel truck.
Oh, and electric vehicles, because of their weight, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, they throw off about 20 to 30% more tire pollution and particulate matter. And guess what that pollutes? The water and our food supply and salmon in rivers because of the chemicals used to keep tires from cracking. But these jackasses, well, they knew that and didn't care. Yeah. But everybody's got to drive an EV now. Do you get to this? Do you want to
respond to tire pollution?
It is amazing, and it's why. But it's why this is not what what she's talking about is not what is going to turn this election. What's going to turn this election is going to be the economy and illegal immigration, and that's all. And they're losing on both of those.
Well, you read in our mind, because let's talk about illegal immigration. It's a top issue for voters. The border and immigration, while the southern border is getting most of the attention, and rightfully so, the northern border is also of high concern. Here's one Vermont resident detailing what they're going through on a regular basis. Watch this, Charlie.
It's scary to know that you don't know what's lurking around in your woods. We never know what we're going to find out back in our field. It's getting worse. It's just increasing. We have seen people walking down the interstate with backpacks. We always just call Border Patrol. They do patrol here.
Charlie?
And so the sheriff one of the sheriffs in Vermont warned hunters to carry a pistol with them in case, the majority of the illegals coming across the northern border are, here for whatever reason, but for, about 10% of them are here for really bad reasons, and they should be able to protect themselves. But, the other thing is, if Kamala Harris wants to talk about clean water, if the election comes down to who cares about me versus who cares about illegals, the Biden administration is, stands for sanctuary cities, giving illegals free phones, free debit cards, hotel rooms, all of these things. And when at the end of the day, on election day, when Americans ask, do these people care more about me? Who cares more about me and who cares more about illegals? Joe Biden cares more about illegals, period.
Yeah. Charlie Hurt, always good to see you.
Great to see you.
Joining us in person, too.
Yes.
We love it.